It's Leonard Teng. Together with me, I have my science HOD, Mr. Jashanan. I also have my science senior teacher, Madam Krista Tam here with me. Right. Together today, we will share with you one of these strategies that we use in the teaching of science in our Sailing Primary School. For a start, I will need you to get to know your group members in your table. Okay. So let's say in your table you have 8 members or you have 6 members, doesn't matter. Let's take about 3 minutes to have a very short introduction among yourself. You can tell them your name, what's your occupation and all that. So after 3 minutes time, we will start the first activity. Would that be okay? Alright, can we start now? Better. For a start, I think all of us are here because sometimes we feel or we face this situation in any of the science question or any of the phenomena that we notice or we watch on television. We find that it's kind of a challenge to explain. We find it kind of a challenge to describe or even to share with our children or even with our friends. So this is one of the situations that in schools we also face, and we also when we went through some of these strategies to share with our teachers and also with the children how they can improve on the science explanation or when they are answering the science open-ended question. So for a start, we have this group activity, right? We would like you to try to answer these 2 questions. Okay. I think on the screen you can see that we have a glass of cold drink, right? This cold drink, I'm sure you can see it in coffee shop or in food courts and all that, right? And then on the cold drink on the cup, you can see that there are tiny water droplets, right? Okay. So we'd like you in your groups to try to answer these 2 questions here. Okay, so the first question is, why is there a layer of tiny droplets of water on the cup? And then you can write it down in the spaces provided in the handout for the first activity. Okay, alright, let's take about 4 minutes to do this question. Okay, okay, here we go. Share your
I think water vapor. He was condensed. Both were so and then they had a spray. The vapor touches the cold surface, then it will condense.
She has got water and more water. Exactly what you said, yes. Yeah, there's a thing of the heat of the water one itself. The concept is basic minimum.
Okay, I think by now most of us who have crafted our answers. Okay, yeah. So let's start. We would like to invite our volunteers to try to share your answers for these two questions. Is there any table who would like to share? Yes. Any table? No. Okay. Maybe can I do some recommendation? Okay. Let me close my eyes now. Okay, can we have the participant wearing the yellow color shirt or yellow color t-shirts to share? Is there any participant with yellow color shirt or t-shirt? We have one at this corner. Okay, can we clap for her, please? Okay. There's no right or wrong. Okay, we're here to learn. So let's hear from. String the ideas together in a proper manner or in proper sequence. You will find that these ideas, when you're trying to present out to the audience, they may not be relevant to them, or they may think that, oh, this answer, you're not actually answering the question. So these are the difficulties that, I would say not just for children, even for adults, when we're trying to answer the question, these are the things that we face, right? And just now, sorry, maybe I don't use the mic. Just now when you were trying to carry out the activity, trying to answer the question, I'm sure, how many of you have a lot of thoughts that come to your mind straight away? How many of you? Only one. The rest of you? Only one. Okay. I'm sure that there are words that straight away appears in your mind, right? Words like evaporation, maybe words like condensation, words like change of state, or heat gain, heat loss, right? So that happens for many people, even for children. These words come to their mind. And that's when they start to think, that's when they start to think, what do they want to include in their answers. And with all these things coming to their mind, they also have to seek out things that which are not relevant. Okay? Things like, is this drink water chestnut drink, or this coffee or tea, things that they are not relevant. Okay? So they'll try to exclude things, okay? Or exclude words or ideas that they are not relevant to the question. And finally, they will also have to have this a challenge of putting the ideas and explaining the sequence. So that's why we like to highlight these difficulties to you when the children are trying to craft their answers. Okay. The strategies. The first one is called the Science Writing Heuristic, the one on the left. Okay. So what do we do for the Science Writing Heuristic is that the children, or even for adults, we will tend to describe what is happening. Just now when you're answering a question, were you trying to describe what was happening? Yeah. Yes, so you're describing. And probably in some question, we require the students to make comparison. Okay. Then we also have explanation. You all try to explain just now? Yes? Okay. And the water drop bed, you have to state what are the things that are similar or different. And for explain, why do you think it happened? And when we say why do you think it happened, probably most of the time we would like you to link to the science concept. So just now the answer provided, she gave the concept of condensation. So she linked to the science concept. And then on the fourth, this heuristic, we have support with evidence. In some questions we have activity we have. At the back of the handout, you can also see the Science Writing Heuristic, the 5 question or statements stated there. Check by CK. We don't have to use all the 5. Okay. Sometimes you may have 2 statements that are describing. Sometimes you have 2 statements they are explaining. So you don't have to use all the 5. So these are just some strategy or scaffold for the children when they're trying to craft their answers, craft their solution.
Because when they talk about the
then how do you like allocate the marks? You know, when they explain over here and
the next activity. In this second activity, we would like you to look at this graph here. So let me explain what this graph is about. We can see a boy at the corner here, okay, exercising. Okay, so for a start, before he starts his exercise, we can say that his heartbeat is quite about the 60 range, right? 60 beats per minute. So when he starts to exercise, okay, that's when we see that the heartbeat increase, right? The rate of the heartbeat will start to increase, and then up to the point D, and then it goes on to point E. And after point E, that's when the heartbeat will start to drop and drop to the normal range when he's resting. So this is kind of a question or situation that for the primary 5 students that they will see in their activity book. Okay, we also have this in our activity book. So from this little graph here, okay, from this graph here, we would like the student to have to explain. Okay, so what happened to the boy's heart rate when he exercises? Okay, so this one is very straightforward, right? Okay, his heart rate increases. Okay, so now we would like you to try to answer the second question. Why do you think this happened? Okay, why do you think the heart rate increases when he exercises? Okay, so again, we'd like to take about 3 to 4 minutes for you to try in your group. Okay.